When I was at the NFL Scouting Combine last week, Howie Roseman said that the organization is really high on Nolan Smith. So what this tells me is that Smith, if the Eagles move forward with this, is going to step into a larger role. And if the Eagles trade away Sweat and Reddick, they get younger, save a little bit more money if they also sign Bryce Huff.
I think that goes back to the point about some younger players and kind of in retrospect, just seeing, him certainly in the playoff game, one of the guys who played well in the playoff game, maybe giving him a little bit more time during the year and experience. We talked about that. He's got all the right tools in his body. He's got the right mentality. And at the same time, he's got to go out and show it.
We have officially entered the prime time of the offseason, just a day away from the start of free agency. We had a big trade happen yesterday involving the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos, but over the next couple of weeks here, we are going to see a lot of moves regarding the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, especially involving this man right here, Brandon Graham, and coincidentally, Nolan Smith Jr. You guys are going to want to stick around to hear this breaking news coming out of Philadelphia and a bright year coming up for a standout player next season. But also, guys, we're going to be breaking down some Nolan Smith film from the wildcard game, and I'm going to show you exactly why he is about to take over the NFL. So make sure you guys stay here. I think about the 5-minute mark is when we start breaking down the film, so get ready for that. Now, with the Eagles losing Jason Kelce, their star leader, their star player, right, one of the best centers in football, they decided they needed to bring back Brandon Graham. And the question was whether or not Brandon Graham was going to retire or not. But he decided, you know what? I want to stay another year because this Eagles team is still in Super Bowl contention, whether you like it or not. Now, listen to what Brandon Graham actually had to say about his decision to come back to the Eagles.
I'm going to go look for the one who want to fill those shoes, who want to try at least, who want to see what it takes, take themselves to another level of, all right, man, Kelce not here, who going to be the guy? And so I just want to see who going to be the guys that step up, because when we gone, somebody going to be walking around with that torch, and I hope it's in the right hands.
Now, what was interesting to me in that segment was Brandon Graham literally said he wants to be there when the next guy steps up. He wants to be the one that passes the torch over to the next guy that wants to be the leader of this defense. Now, with that being said, there was some more big news that just dropped. And if you guys haven't heard yet, the Eagles are planning to trade two of their best edge rushers, one in Hassan Reddick and two in Josh Sweat. Now, what that means is there is going to be a lot of young guys spiraling up and getting a lot more playing time going forward. One of those being Nolan Smith. Now, the question is Nolan Smith the guy that can take the torch? Is he a guy that can be a leader of this team? Well, that is not known just yet. But with this going on, with them trading these players, Nolan Smith is about to get a ton of playing time. Now, listen to what else Howie Roseman had to say.
I think going forward, it's going to be harder to do that. Obviously, just as you look at our team and who is making a lot of money, and we had a little bit of extra picks over the last couple of years. So I think that for us to play our young players, to develop them, I think that's something that Coach and I have talked about, to not be afraid of. That's why you draft them. That's why you sign them. And so you have that, and you'll have a depth chart where they'll be a little bit uncomfortable about, this guy necessarily hasn't shown it, but we believe in this player. And so I think that'll be an area for us to kind of maybe grow on, and I don't want to say improve because we had good players at those positions, but it's exciting, I think, in a lot of ways.
Now, before we get any further into this video, before we break down some film on Nolan Smith, do me a big favor, guys. Hit that like button just so we can get this video out to more Eagles fans, but also subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free, it doesn't cost anything, and we're going to be covering the Eagles for the rest of the offseason. Free agency, the draft, training camp, whatever it takes. I'm going to be covering the Eagles, so make sure you guys join the family and comment down below. Do you think Nolan Smith is about to break out for the Eagles this season? If not, name some other players that you think are going to have massive seasons in Philadelphia next year. Okay, so one of my main reasons why I think Nolan Smith and this defense next year is going to be a lot better is because of the instincts of Nolan Smith. I think with them trading Hassan Reddick, them trading Josh Sweat, it's going to open up so much time for Nolan Smith. And I do believe that with this playing time, he's going to break out. Now, watch this first play I want to show you. You're going to have end around here to Trey Palmer. But notice Nolan Smith, he reads it the entire way, gets right through the offensive line here, and pursues it. Boom. Now, the one thing I will say, Trey Palmer is very fast, right? Does a really good job getting back around and getting outside of Nolan Smith, but he does an absolutely perfect job outside of getting that tackle. But the awareness, the football IQ is there for Nolan Smith. Now, I'm telling you, a little bit more development, and this dude is so nasty, right? He's going to be a stud. He's so raw right now, but I'm telling you, with this playing time, the development, oh my God, dude. You could just see, I mean, he tries to trip him there as well. You see that? That's crazy. Listen, Nolan Smith is going to be a dog. I'm telling you, give him some time. Okay, so this was another big reason why I think Howie Roseman was like, okay, we got to get this guy some more playing time. So what we're going to see here is a stacked offensive lineman, strong side to the left side. You got 8 guys here up front. They're just going to pound the football on 2nd and 1. But watch Nolan Smith here. I mean, unbelievable play. They do, I believe, get the first down on this play. However, what you see from Nolan Smith is just different. I mean, here we go, containing the outside, making sure this running back doesn't bounce it out. But watch the timing of this block shed. Watch this incredible block shed. Right when he gets into his gap, he's going to throw this man to the side and say, let me get hands on the ball handler here, and brings him down after a first down. But the block shed there shows so much potential as a run stopper in this league. It's incredible, right? He's 6'2", 238 pounds, and throwing this guy to the side like it is nothing, right? And making the tackle at the end of the day. I'm telling you, boys, I'm telling you, Nolan Smith is going to break out next season. Let's watch the next play as well. Okay, here we go. And this is another play that just goes to show his tenacity. Now, this is the wild card game. They're down 10-0. They need to stop no matter what. And here we go. Nolan Smith rushing off the edge here. Obviously, this run play, you got a cut back here by the tight end trying to block the backside here. It does an awful job because Nolan Smith absolutely lowers the shoulder, bodies the boy, and now the tenacity to keep going, keep driving those feet, get into the backfield. The Eagles do a wonderful job, but so does Nolan Smith, man. Look at this. Look at this. Unbelievable. Just lower the shoulder, get through the tight end, and let's get into the backfield to stop this running back for a loss of 5 or 6 yards, man. Unbelievable play there by Nolan Smith, dude. He continues to showcase why he is so versatile. All right, now watch this play. Nolan Smith is going to be lined up here at the top of your screen, the top edge rusher. Watch how he absolutely works this right tackle, demoralizes him off the edge, gets right, and there's holding as well. Could be called for a holding, gets in there for an easy half sack there with his teammate. I mean, this is unbelievable football, right? This is, as a young player, dude, he has all the potential in the world to be not only an elite pass rusher, but someone who can stop the quarterback as well. I mean, in this game alone, he had 4 tackles, a half a sack, half a stuff. The man was insane, okay? And this is the main reason you saw Howie Roseman say, yeah, we had a guy really perform well in the playoffs. We need to get him the opportunity more. And that's exactly what they decided to do, getting rid of Hassan Reddick, right? Getting rid of a guy who they do love, right? They need to save some more money, and this is the way you do it. Give Nolan Smith the opportunity. Again, here on 2nd and 2, they're going to try to run the football. I don't understand why they're trying to hedge him with a tight end here. Nolan Smith is way too good to be putting a tight end on him, especially in this run block scenarios. It just doesn't make sense. Throws him down on the floor. Doesn't end up making the tackle, ends up, tripping there or going into the left tackle. But either way, you could just tell the pass rush ability or the block shed ability is there. The man's insane. He is just getting better and, quite frankly, just getting started. Now, I need you guys to do me a favor. Comment down below. Do you think Nolan Smith is preparing for a breakout season? And also, do you believe that the Eagles are still Super Bowl contenders next season? But lastly, comment down below, what is the biggest position of need for the Eagles right now? Obviously, losing 2 edge rushers, maybe they go and bring out Bryce Huff. That was one of the major rumors going out right now, is maybe Bryce Huff comes over here. But as well, you release Avonte Maddox. Do you bring him back? Kevin Byard is now gone, someone they traded for. Do you bring back CJ Gardner-Johnson? think that's his name. I'm blanking right now. But there's so many different guys out there, especially in the safety room, who's free agents. Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde. I mean, there's guys everywhere. Justin Simmons would be an insane addition as well. So let me know what you guys think. Who is the best fit for the Eagles in free agency? And also subscribe, hit the like button, join the family. I'll see you guys in the next video. And hey, Nolan Smith, breakout season. Let's go.